It's obviously something you work on from the beginning, and as a group, we're not an outcome driven group. Um, there's things and steps you got to take. Where your always goal is to play best hockey at this time of year, and um, the guys have put a lot of time in. I think as a team, they've grown. They've just their connection from 17 new guys, you would never be able to see that in a glimpse of anything. The way they do behave, they've got winning behaviors to love one another and take care of one another. So I think that's how you get here. It's behaviors and people, not plays or something goofy.
Yeah, just the ability of this team, as you said, 17 new guys this year, to come together as quickly as they did. Did that surprise you at all?
No, I mean we got great leadership that returned. That part's a big part. I think the guys that have been here, I've talked about it a few times, but the guys that stayed here when the transition happened, and the guys that have joined here over the last couple of years, I'm not surprised. They're unreal humans that put their arms around one another, and very selfless group that when we brought in new players, all their care was to help us get to what we want to get done, not interfere with individual.
Open it up here for some questions. If you could identify who you are and who you're with, and raise your hand. Get some questions here. Don.
Coach Don Westfall with the Mavericks and helping out with the broadcast this weekend for the conference as well. The easy, I guess, gut would tell you is that, you're taking on a team that came into the building a couple of months ago and had a lot of success, but you are a much different team than saw this Tommy team back in January. How have you changed? What's improved since that date in January?
I think that time of year for us, it was after break. We had played 12 straight weeks prior to break. We got back from break. We jumped into a trip to California. Came back from California on a Monday. Played at home on a Saturday. Remember it like yesterday because you're thinking like, oh, you got the extra day of the week. That's a good thing. I think where we're at now between experiences, some winning combinations, some just timing as far as health. Timing as far as freshness, I think we're further along on those fronts. Probably play a similar brand of hockey in a lot of ways, plus or minus some guys that have really, I think, probably improved and put their arms around different roles on the team.
Other questions for them?
My name is Owen Bell with the Crest News. Just a quick question. Having been in this position last year, what are you telling all these new guys and what do you expect to see out of your leadership?
Yeah, it's for them. For me, it's coaches should. This is my own opinion. Like we should undercoach right now. We should get out of the way. We should trust what we've built. We should make sure that the guys understand that we're here to support the heck out of them. We give them a plan. They follow through. They do the heavy lifting as far as that goes. But there's a lot to be said. There's a lot to be said that these games oftentimes aren't perfect and. You can't panic, and there's a lot of, I think, playoff, rules per se that would go into it that we keep pretty sacred to what we believe in, and I think for our guys, like they've earned this opportunity, so go enjoy it, but you got to go for it. Fear of judgment and fear of failure got to be out of the way, and you got to go for it.
Mitch,
I'll jump in with one more here, if I may. Again, Don Westfall. Given the fact we know Maverick fans are going to turn out, we know St. Thomas travels rather well. Given the importance of the game, does that even put more credence on how important it is to come out with a quick start, that first 5 or 10, to get your team's fans engaged in the game as soon as you can and try to put down the other team, quell them a little bit?
Yeah, you'd love to take that off the play. I mean, we're going to get St. Thomas best version. They're a better team now than they were earlier too. So I think, I think the biggest part of home ice right now for us would be changes. I mean, the crowd is going to be a huge factor. Don't get me wrong, but we're actually sometimes a better road playing team in some regard as far as style of play than we don't want to get the Globetrotter act at home. So. yeah, you'd love to be in the front. You'd love to get them out of their seats, and hopefully they'll have seen sun for the first time and then sometime come Saturday with some temperatures. It would be enjoyable. So I bet we have a pretty fired up crowd that gets in here on Friday.
Mitch Foster with the Free Press. Good to see you again, Luke. What kind of advantage does that home crowd give to you guys exactly?
It's impressive. I think over break here, we were down a student section per se because of spring break. I know they've come back in Groves right now as being sold out, and getting on top of that. I think the community for us, the Mankato community, the Minnesota State University community, the two as a whole are impeccably valuable to what we need to get done around here. There's a lot happened before I ever got here as far as winning and the storied direction it was in, and the expectation around here is nothing short of what they've lived through in the past. I know that, and that's the standard we want to keep as well.
We saw him go through warm-ups on Saturday. Any update on Liam?
We'll see. He's practicing without a colored jersey. That's probably some sort of a good sign. But after being off for a month, we'll be smart on whether or not he's 100%. He's got to go through a couple of hard days here. We got a couple of guys in that same boat, so we're close though.